Here we go. So today, as you've already noticed, we're on the F900 GS. I wasn't planning on going out on this today. I was planning on going out on the normal F900, the one with a smaller tank on. But somebody was already out on it, and its time is a ticking. It's Easter Saturday, whatever day that is, Saturday and Easter. The sun's out, and I thought, you know what, I might there's a path there, mate, if you want to walk on it. I thought I'd take this one out instead. This is the demonstrator from Wollaston Motorad in Northampton, which is in the UK. And this is the lovely Northamptonshire countryside. We have sheep, and we have Castle Ashby House over there, where I just stopped to take a couple of photos on for said bike. Yeah, so anyway, I'm out on this. So what is it like to ride? Well, as you may or may not be aware, I even ride, not drive, I drive my van, so I ride a GS 1250. And getting on this, it's very, very familiar. All the switch gear is exactly the same. This is the fully loaded one, so it's got the nice TFT screen on it, it's got riding modes, you know, the usual ABS and blah de blah. The suspension is electronic, so it alters itself with the modes. It's got rain mode, road mode, dynamic mode, enduro mode, same as my GS. The dash is exactly the same. The seating position is exactly the same as my GS. In fact, apart from the noise and the suspension, it is pretty much like being on my GS. So it is a very familiar bit of kit. Right, let's get down here. I don't know, I'm not really sure where I'm going. I'm just aimlessly riding about. Obviously the noise is different. It's got the standard pipe on this one. You can get an Acropovic upgrade, you can, from BMW when you spec your bike. I think this one comes in at about 15 grand. They start at about 13 and something or other. And this one's about, I think it's 15.3, 15.4 with all your bits and bobs on it. So yeah, it's a very familiar bit of kit. The difference between this and the 1250, apart from the engine, this particular one is, like I said, it's a 900, so it's a twin engine, which apparently, looking on my phone, it pumps out 105 horsepower. Now, the power on this is night and day slower than the 1250, which you would expect. Fishing, nice little day ticket water there. Got a calf on site as well. Big up the Castle Ashby fishing lake. Right, so I go, yeah, let's go right, I reckon. We'll go right towards Grendon, Beaujeu, Wollaston, Cooknoe left, Osbarton left. This is for any Northampton people. But the other thing that I noticed that is very, very different to my GS is the suspension is very soft, very wallowy, even in dynamic mode, which on the 1250 it's a lot stiffer than this. It has a quick shifter up and down, as does my bike. Village only, I don't really know where I'm going. The joys of riding where you're not that familiar with the roads. But you know, the suspension's soft, but it is soaking at the bumps really nice. I don't really like the too soft suspension. I just don't feel as sure-footed going around the corners. But like I say, on these sort of bumpy sort of roads, it does soak it up nicely, so no complaints there. I'm going to go left. I'm not sure where left goes, but it goes down here. What the hell? It's an adventure, but I'm going on a little adventure. The brakes are not very sharp. My 1250, the brakes are a lot. In fact, I didn't even look at the pistons on this one. I'm not sure what it's got, but the front brake is nowhere near as sharp and as short-footed as my 1250, which has got the Haynes brakes on it, not the Brembo ones, which, to be fair, they seem perfectly fine to me. Oh, well done, mate. Thank you, mate. Thank you. And there is a lot of fork dive on this one as well, so when you do that, the forks dive quite a lot, which is fine. It just feels alien to me. Let's try the back brake on its own. Oh, the back brake, as far as back brakes go, locked it up there a little bit. The back brake's really good on this. There are no complaints there. Weight wise, it feels very similar. I think it's about I think it's 240 something with this bigger tank. This one has got the 23 or 24. Sorry, I sat in the dealership because I wasn't going out on it. I didn't swatch up on the stats, so I just had a quick look on the computer at BM, and I'm trying to memorise everything. And as you can see, failing, big fail. But I'm going with 24 litre tank. It's got to be roughly that. So would I buy one of these? No, I wouldn't. Why wouldn't I buy one of these? Because I've got the 1250, and I would see this as you know, as definitely a backward step. I'm back on this road. I seem to go this way quite a lot when I'm riding. I was coming from a different direction, but now I know where I am. Look at the fields. The old. Let's stand up a minute. Look at that nice yellow rapeseed there growing. Always nice this time of year. See a bit of the old rapeseed, providing you don't have allergies to it, which unfortunately I don't. I'm not modern enough to have allergies. You got any allergies? Nah, I'm alright, mate. I'm old school. We didn't have allergies in our day. We ate dirt when we were kids. Bit of bacteria, mate. Get the old immune system going. So yeah, I mean, that's the reason I wouldn't buy one of these, because like I said, I would see it as a backward step. So how would I see this fitting into the BMW lineup? This thing is probably going to be a good bike for somebody that doesn't want to spend an arm and a leg. I mean, if you look at the say the new BMWs, I mean, you know, you're sort of like in the over 20 grand job, isn't it? We go left, I reckon. You're looking over 20 grand for like the 1300. And it's not just the 20 grand to buy the bike, it's you got to bloody insure it as well. Which, yeah, it starts racking up. You know, and you can spec the new 1300 up. If you go for the green one with all singing, all dancing, you know, 719 billet aluminium stuff all over it, and then you put the right height thing on it, and then you put the luggage on it, which is about 1500 quid for the luggage, and you're talking just shy of 25 grand. And you see, yeah, 25 grand. Whereas this one with all singing, all dancing bits, without the luggage, to be fair, is like 15 grand. So, yeah, 10,000 quid. Okay, you know, you think, oh, you know, the 1300s it's a better bike, it's a nicer bike, it's the top of the range, you know, the creme de la creme. Yeah, but then reality hits, and you think, oh, I can buy something that, when I'm riding along here on this road behind that car, I'm riding a GS. You're not going to notice. If I was riding the 1300, I'd still be riding at this speed behind that car along this road. But it cost me £10,000 more for the privilege, plus the insurance, like I said. So yeah, I can see where it's going to fit in. Bloody water. We've had a lot of rain, and we have a little bit of rain, and look what happens. It just, everything gets flooded to buggery. He flooded, thanks sir. So I think overall my first impressions on this literally 20-minute test ride is that, yeah, it's a very nice bike. If you're looking for a GS and you don't want to spend the arm and the leg, as I've already outlined, then this is a good option. With a 24 litre tank as well, that means you're going to get a good tank range, so it's ideal for touring. It's going to sit at motorway speeds perfectly fine like any other bike. Why would you need more? We all want more, I know, but like I said, it just boils down to fitting it into your budget, so to speak. Let's take it on the dual carriageway a bit and see what happens. Quick shifter works really nice, up and down, it's nice and smooth. It's probably slightly smoother than the boxer engine, to be honest, which is probably due to the fact that it's not a boxer engine. What a minute! Go on it! Oh, on the poles. Yeah. The things I don't like about it, I can put it with a slower speed. I'm not overly keen on the wallowy suspension. That's probably the biggest thing that I don't like about it. The fork dive at the front. I think it's because me sitting here now after riding the GS 1250 for 4 years, it just feels like I'm on the GS until I put the brakes on, and then it's like, oh, this is weird. Fork dive at the front. I suppose it's one of those things where I don't feel like it's making the ride any worse. It just feels a bit strange. These brakes are definitely, yeah, the brakes are not very sharp either, like I've already outlined. Again, I noticed there, you have to stop here, and yeah, you have to. I definitely don't feel as confident in confident in bowling up to a roundabout or whatever and slamming on the anchors. Apart from that, it's pretty much a GS, a very capable bit of kit. Ooh, look at that water again, look at that, look at it, and look at the state of these frigging roads. Look at it. Is this actually a road still? You know what, you see all these like illegal crosses going around. There's quite a lot everywhere. I mean, could you argue the toss that when they pull you over, this is, excuse me, your bike's not legal for the road? It's like, well, technically, is this still actually a road? Shouldn't a road have, you know, a national highway? I don't know, is there some like legal loophole where it needs to have tarmac on it to be a road, otherwise it's like a dirt track? So therefore I don't really need a road legal license, because I'm technically not riding on the road. I'm riding on a friggin', it looks like someone's carpet bombed it. To be fair, you know, the soft wallowy suspension that I'm moaning about, you can hardly notice these potholes. If I was on my bike, it'd be shaking my fillings out. Oh shit. Oh yeah, see it actually stopped then. There's a big panic of like, come around the corner and it's just like there. And I managed to stop. I'm going slow and the front is a little wobbly. Thank you. This is why you got to be so careful riding these country lanes. As soon as you get a little bit of sun out, you get horses and people on push bikes. Thank you. You never know with these horses, they're skittish things. So anyway, what I was saying is, before I nearly went into the back of a horse. People with dogs, look. What's going on here? What is this? He's indicated left and stopping, but I don't believe he's going to stop. Oh, yes he is, thank you. Yeah, what I was saying, the brakes do work. Oh, there's me saying the brakes are crap, but they did actually stop when I went behind that horses. So yeah, maybe it's just me. Oh, what's going on here? Corner. Means you need to go around it as opposed to in a hedge. I'm going to stop somewhere along here. No, I can sense it. Get the old selfie stick out and do some out here selfie sticky jobby, and then I shall edit it into the video so it looks like I've already done it on the bits I've talked about.